Invite you at this point in time, which would include, not in any preferential order, we want to invite the leadership of Amazonia. We'll just talk of one person, so they hope this is not filter, please. The Amazonia Liberation Movement, you're here, please. We'd like to have the leader up here. We'll also have SCYL. If the leader is here with us. Thank you. We would like to have with us the SCMC leader. We would like to have the struggle of Southern Cameroons here with us. The Confederation of British Southern Cameroons, North America, they're here with us. We would also want to recognize FACO elements here in North America. I know as Kosh, the name, but represented here by the gentleman who came here, please. If the leaders of Swella are here, there's a leader from Swella. We want to invite them up here. Scapo, please. It was not an oversight. Now, if there's any other group, or if you travel from far and wide, delegates from, respective states.
Mr. Ghana from Midwest. Boston, come on.
Please, let's come up leaders from the respective states. Texas is here.
Chicago.
Chicago, Mr. Songo is the one leading us.
Amazonia, New York. Let's see. California. Toronto. Wow, all the way.
Right up.
Is there any other organization that we have forgotten, please? South Africa. All the way from South Africa.
Thank God.
Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, and Ohio. Again, started off by apologizing to our chiefs in the house, to our funds, our traditional leaders, those that have been ordained from above, our clergy that are here present as well. We just want to recognize you. We thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the sacrifices in time that you've made to make this possible, because you're the reason why MoRISC has been created. And it's not created as an organization to overshadow. This is what my mentor, Herbert, had mentioned earlier. This organization, by you and me, is not created to take over the respective organizations that are here. We're answering a rallying call by the people, both at home and abroad, to speak with one voice. And that is the goal that we want to achieve here today, to be able to empower all of us, organizations, but to present one front in how we speak to the rest of the world. That each time a speaker is coming forth, that all of us know what that speaker is going to say on our behalf, and that we endorse what that person is saying. That is the point. And so today, we already mentioned that we started in a way that is unlikely, but we understand why we started that way. In some way, shape, or form, we are products of the cacophony that we currently live in, that republic. And it will take us presence of mind to shed off the old habits. And we have to work at it. I have to work at it. But you also have to promise to work at it. And we have to leave here today not only disappointing ourselves by our inability to do something together, something great, something to slap Via Famendongo and the rest of the shithole to their graves, but something to shock the world about our inability to rise, because we are created in the love and beauty of God. That's who we are. And whether we call ourselves Ambazonians, British South Cameroonians, whatever we are first and foremost sons and daughters of an almighty God. That's who we are. And that is why I really urge us today to put aside our differences. For once, let us put aside our differences. The Constitution that was suggested here is a work, it's like any Constitution. It's a living document, which means that it will forever need some improvement. But it's not what is going to hold us back today. We are probably at the end, when all of these leaders here agree, and they will agree, that probably this Constitution needs more time for respective groups to look at. It will be sent back to the professionals, led by Jude here. They know what constitutions need to look like. I don't know. As much as I read constitutional law for 2 years, that's not my forte. I can't sit here to claim the same knowledge of it as my classmate and longtime friend, Valentine Ghana. No, that's his thing now. All of us can't sit here and discuss this Constitution. That's going to be a waste of our time. So let the experts, with delegation from all of you here, let the experts in your respective groups look at this document, and probably within 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever time you agree on, send it back to Barrister Jude and his team, and they will work on the amendments and send it back to us. In the meantime, there is more important work for us to do today that when we leave, those at home will hear us. They will hear us right there, whether there's WhatsApp or there is no WhatsApp. They will hear our rallies right there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to first, my name is Larry Oyaweke. It is for a purpose that we deliberately wanted, It is for a purpose that we deliberately wanted you all here coming in as Southern Cameroonians. It is for a purpose that we who have been in this struggle for a long time felt that we were monopolizing it. We have been tarnished in all kinds of ways, either rightly or wrongly. So we wanted you to come here today as Southern Cameroonians. We did not want you to come here as a mutually antagonistic conglomeration of vying parties like those in the tripartite. We have been a journalist in Cameroon for 30 years. So I know how, first of all, let me just thank and let us give a round of applause to those who came so far. They came so far because they know the importance of what is going to happen here. Mr. Biya knows what is happening here today. And we wanted them to stand out here and be seen and be counted. This is a struggle in the 21st century. The weapon of choice is no more the Kalashnikov, it is the smartphone. That is why beer is shutting these things down. Now, there is a critical thing that you must do here now today. For the past 23 years that I've been in Washington, D.C., we have lacked people who want to dedicate themselves for this struggle. We have done this on an ad hoc basis. When we are at work, we want the positions, it is over. We are going to have a team here today of people who are going to give legitimacy to our struggle. Amen. People who are going to speak on our behalf. We, all of us here now, and I want you to make that commitment, that $100 a month for the Southern Cameroons is not too much for me to pay. When we get that money, we are going to be working. We planted a mustard seed. It has now become a baobab tree. We are older. I am very old. I just dyed my hair. I have gray hair. Let me confess. We need younger people to come into this struggle, and we need at least, now, this is the most critical thing I'm going to say. If we live here today without